she's been still pretty gracious. She just says that she has great empathy for anybody that deals with betrayal. That's a fact. She was betrayed. But this is always why we got to side-eye the media reports on this.
So it looks like Ryan Reynolds is crashing out after finding out that his best friend, Hugh Jackman, has been sneaking around with Blake Lively for a while. And the truth only came out because Hugh's ex-wife, Deborra-Lee Furness, decided to go ballistic on them. Deborra didn't hold back as she revealed how hurt she was by Hugh's secret affairs while they were married. However, the rumors about Hugh and Blake Lively take this thing to a whole other level. The only person more shocked at Hugh Jackman's betrayal than Deborra is Ryan. Ryan thought he and his bestie were locked in for life, only to find out that Hugh has been messing around with his beloved wife. Ryan is losing his mind and threatening to divorce Blake, and y'all already know how messy that would be with everything else they have going on. But here's the big question. How did Hugh manage to get away with this alleged affair with Blake for so long? And more importantly, what is Ryan going to do about all this? Let's get into it. So, fans were super shocked when Hugh Jackman's ex-wife popped up with a bombshell statement exposing Hugh for the snake he was in their marriage. In a statement to the Daily Mail, she said, "My heart and compassion goes out to everyone who has traversed the traumatic journey of betrayal. It's a profound wound that cuts deep. However, I believe in a higher power and that God, the universe, whatever you relate to as your guidance, is always working for us." Fans were super shocked about this statement because up until that moment, it seemed like Hugh and Deb were handling the divorce and co-parenting thing very well. In fact, the divorce itself was surprising because once upon a time, Hugh and Deb were the definition of couple goals. They first met in 1995 on the set of the Australian TV show Corelli, and the chemistry was insane. The attraction was instant, and they hit it off immediately. During an appearance on the Jess Cagle interview in 2017, Hugh recalled telling Deb, "I got a crush on you, Deb, but I'll get over it. I'm sorry, it's embarrassing." She goes, "Oh, 'cause I've got a crush on you too." The fact that they had an age gap of 13 years didn't matter to either of them, and their relationship continued to blossom. After just 4 months of knowing each other, they tied the knot in 1996, marking the beginning of 27 years of marital bliss. Throughout this time, Hugh, Deb, and their 2 children were like the image of the perfect family. They seemed to have it all until September 2023, when they dropped a statement that shocked their fans all over the world. The statement read, "We have been blessed to share almost 3 decades together as husband and wife in a wonderful, loving marriage. Our journey now is shifting, and we have decided to separate to pursue our individual growth." They made it clear that although they were going their separate ways, they were going to remain friends and co-parents their kids, Oscar and Ava, with love. They added, "We undertake this next chapter with gratitude, love, and kindness. We greatly appreciate your understanding in respecting our privacy as our family navigates this transition in all of our lives." But then things started getting tense after fans discovered that they had both unfollowed each other on IG. This resulted in speculation that there was something more to the story than they let on, and they weren't the besties they were trying to convince the world they were. Interestingly, while these speculations were flying everywhere, a source revealed that Hugh Jackman was on the streets again, actively looking for a new woman. At the time, Hugh and his team tried to get ahead of the rumors by having an insider tell ET they still maintain a happy and cordial friendship. They are appreciative of their many years together and children, and there is no animosity between them. The insider added that Hugh and Deb wish the best for each other and their kids, and the decision to end their marriage was mutual. However, it didn't take long for the facade to start wearing off, and it became obvious that there was much more going on behind the scenes. An insider revealed to the Daily Mail that their marriage started deteriorating during the COVID-19 lockdown, and their romance changed from lovers to friends. The source revealed they are forever linked, forever together with the children they have. But after the past few years, the love they had for each other turned more into a friendship that got broken during COVID. The insider added that their relationship took another hit during the SAG-AFTRA strikes. The strikes haven't helped one bit. It got them in the same predicament as did, to where they were just kicking the tires, and Hugh found it all not the same magic they once had. Deb had similar concerns, and separating is the best option. However, it would turn out that it wasn't just that they fell out of love. Hugh apparently had a long history of sneaking around with women right under Deborah's nose. According to reports, Hugh lost regard for Deb during that period and didn't even bother to hide his affairs anymore. This was when Deb found out that Hugh had been stepping out on her for a good part of their supposedly happy marriage. The catch is that Deb always knew that something was off with Hugh. An insider recently revealed to Daily Mail that Deb always suspected something weird was going on between Hugh and his new lover, Sutton Foster, when they were still married. Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster went public shortly after his divorce from Deborra-Lee Furness. However, according to insiders, Deb later realized that she had ignored many of the red red flags they were raising before she and Hugh separated. Deborra-Lee Furness suspected that Foster was having an emotional affair with her husband and was left disturbed by her attempts to befriend her. According to an insider, the fact that Sutton used to go on double dates and tried so hard to befriend Deb is extremely disturbing to her. Deb is friends with Sutton's ex, and they both share a deep sense of betrayal. The insider added that Deb cannot forgive Sutton because she feels Sutton played a role in the breakdown of her marriage and believes she should take accountability for this. Finally, Deb said she was sure that Hugh and Sutton would get whatever was coming for them. But here's where it gets even shadier. It would turn out that Hugh wasn't just rubbing his affair with Sutton in Deb's face. Before her, he had allegedly been in a full-blown affair with none other than Blake Lively, the wife of his best friend. It's hard to understand how messed up this is unless you realize how close Hugh and Ryan are. They weren't just co-stars and colleagues. They were real-life friends who hung out with each other's families when the cameras weren't rolling. In Hollywood, where friendships are more like strategic alliances, it's rare to find someone you genuinely like outside the studio. What's interesting is that a lot of fans also noticed that Ryan influenced many of Hugh's actions. It's like the closer they got, the more Ryan's behavior rubbed off on him. And y'all know how Ryan is. He had that good guy gimmick running for a long time, but in the last few months, people have started to see his true colors. The pettiness, the jealousy, the immaturity. Remember the rumors about how Ryan used his influence to make fun of Justin Baldoni in the Deadpool vs. Wolverine movie? Apparently, Ryan created the nice pool character to mock Justin, deliberately gave him that man bun Justin had once worn, and made him do the whole social activism speech. Then there's the terrible SNL joke that Ryan and Blake were apparently in on that tried to make light of the legal battle with Justin Baldoni. This kind of pettiness is not something Hugh Jackman is known for, which is why it was surprising when he posted a video of himself dancing and jumping rope to the NSYNC song Bye Bye Bye. Fans caught the shade to Deborah immediately, and they weren't here for it. One person said, "Looks like your so-called friend Ryan's nasty sense of humor is rubbing off on you. Couldn't be more disappointed. I was a huge fan." Another person said, "So disappointed in you. Your wife supported you through your entire career. How did you repay that?" "By cheating on her. She was the best you have ever had." And this person added, "Ryan is going to ruin Hugh. Sadly, he doesn't see it coming. If Chris was still around, I guarantee you none of this would be happening." So it seemed like a lot of fans agreed that Ryan's influence was the reason why Hugh was being shady to his ex-wife, Deb. But the rumors didn't stop there. Among all the comments, either praising him or bashing him, some were suggesting that he might have been getting it on with Ryan's wife, Blake Lively. Now, the rumors of Blake cheating on Ryan have been around for some time now. Back when the legal drama between Blake and Justin Baldoni first started, it was rumored that the real reason why Blake filed the lawsuit was that she had a huge crush on Justin, but Justin didn't give her the green light. One of the main reasons for this was that, as fans pointed out, Blake's allegations in her lawsuit didn't add up to what really happened behind the scenes. For instance, Blake claimed that Justin was handsy with her while they were filming the popular dance scene. However, when Justin's team released the uncut footage of the scenes, it told a whole different story. From what fans could see, Justin and Blake were flirting with each other while they danced, and they both said things that could have been considered out of line. So, the fact that Blake pulled a 180 and tried to pin everything on Justin seemed like a convenient excuse to ignore the fact that she was also interested in him romantically. At some point, folks started suggesting that Ryan was the one who pushed Blake to file the lawsuit to begin with. Allegedly, he found out that Blake was the one who initiated most of the contact with Ryan, and his ego just couldn't handle it. Fast forward a few months, and the conversation has shifted to Blake not only having an affair with her co-star, but also having one with Ryan's close friend. Honestly, it's not really clear if their marriage is going to survive this round of media attention because, as it is, there's a lot of strain there already. A few weeks back, blogs were going crazy with rumors about Ryan filing for divorce from Blake Lively. The search for "Did Ryan Reynolds file for divorce?" was at an all-time high at this point, and the rumors gained traction when Ryan was spotted in New York without Blake. Photos of him looking tense at the JFK airport started circulating, and the internet detectives kicked into high gear with their different conspiracy theories. It wasn't exactly surprising though, because Ryan and Blake are almost always seen together in public. So, Ryan, looking all tense and angry, raised more than a set of eyebrows. There was also the fact that Ryan and Hugh looked really awkward when they met up at the premiere of Blake's new film, Another Simple Favor. Considering the crazy PR run they've been on these past few months, that was definitely a red flag. Although those rumors were never confirmed, y'all know what they say. Where there is smoke, there's almost always fire. So do you think there's any truth to the claims that Hugh Jackman and Blake Lively were sneaking around behind Ryan's back? And do you think Hugh really cheated on his ex-wife Deborah? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and then check out this next video.